going up because we on fire. We on fire. So hey, make sure y'all come to my YouTube right now. Everything is going to my YouTube, and that way you'll be able to interact with us and ask questions and things like that. We definitely want y'all on here. Mr. Transaction Engineer himself will be on here very shortly. Hey, we're gonna be talking a lot about paradigm shifts, mindset. That's like the number one thing you have to be focused on. Is having your mind right, and then from there we're gonna be talking about short sales. That's a part of creative deal structuring. And then the next thing what we're gonna be talking about is, guess what, mentoring and mentorship, because everybody, each and every one of you guys, y'all gonna need a mentor, and you're not just gonna have one mentor. You'll have multiple mentors when you're going through a paradigm shift, and you're really focused on higher learning and self education and gaining knowledge on a consistent basis. Man, I'm telling you, one thing, two things for sure. You're gonna have one mentor. Then you're gonna notice that, hey, I need more than one mentor. Then as you continue to grow, you will continue to have more mentors along the way. And like I said, Mr. Transaction Engineer himself have been one of many. Oh man, Mr. Transaction Engineer, can you hear me? Let me go backstage real quick and get my guy. So this right here is none other than the homie, Mr. Transaction Engineer himself. Mr. Transaction Engineer, are you ready? We in there like swim well. So let me give it to y'all coming live from ATL. This right here is the 404. This is a brother, like I told y'all. He's AKA Brother Eddie, and this guy right here, he been following my journey along the way, and he's been a big part of me transitioning to this pretty house business. And he's basically been mentoring me for a while, giving me good guidance, giving me good insight on what I should and shouldn't do, and actually giving me more mentors to actually take in, man. And man, he's poured me in with so much knowledge, been super supportive, and man, he's all about positivity. So none other than Mr. Transaction Engineer himself. Mr. Transaction Engineer, can you hear me?
What's up, Loopy? What's up, family? Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, my brother. You kind of breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you breaking up a little bit, but I can hear you. You're a little fuzzy. Okay. You clearing up a little bit.
What about now?
Nah, you still a little fuzzy. Yeah, you kind of going in and going out a little bit.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm right here by the box. Let me see. Let me hit this button. If I hit this button, it may reset.
All right, cool, man. We waiting for you to pop back up, man.
Let me see. Let me check it out.
So everybody, Mr. Transaction Engineer himself. Oh, when you did something, it kind of got a little clear. Then it got back fuzzy.
Damn, I don't know what's going on. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Nah, we can hear you. It's just that you kind of being fuzzy, man. These people got to see, man. These people got to see a king, man. Come on, man. They got to see a king, man. We can hear you though. It's something you doing. As soon as you touch it or something, you kind of get a little clear.
I don't know what it is, man. Let me see. Everything's plugged up. I don't know. Let's roll, man. Hopefully it'll clear up.
Yeah, man. Hey, I know one thing, two things for sure. We can hear you good, man. So, hey, if y'all don't know who this is, let me show y'all again. Y'all check out the bottom of the screen, Brother Eddie, aka Mr. Transaction Engineer. Himself, man. He's a king out of ATL. Been doing this business for a while. How many years you got, my brother?
16 years.
And been in the game 16 years. And from my understanding, when I first came across this brother on YouTube, man, he was talking about how his first deal was a creative deal structure, and he ain't looked back since. So, everybody, I'm gonna introduce, Brother Eddie, aka Mr. Transaction Engineer. Man, tell everybody who is Mr. Transaction Engineer.
Thank you, Loopy, for the grand introduction, my brother. Man, I love what you're doing, man. I love watching your process and your growth, man. God bless you. But a little bit about myself, guys. I'm Eddie Raymond, aka Mr. Transaction Engineer, and our mission statement is helping real estate investors or entrepreneurs become financially free through creative real estate strategies. So I'm big on that. But I started 16 years ago, man. I was driving a forklift. Man, I hated my job. Just period. I hated it. I was almost late every day. That's how bad I hated it. And then I'm rushing to work, to a job that I hate. I just was sick of it, man. And with 3 kids, man, what the heck I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do, man, with 3 kids? Oh my God, making $10, 10.50 an hour or something like that. Man,
Wow.
I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't take it. And I was driving for a temp service, and man, I couldn't take it, man. So I had to take a leap of faith. My mom been turned me on to real estate, so I was studying real estate.
You said your mom is a real estate agent, was an agent also, right?
No, she's an investor, so she buy and sell.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she wasn't a real estate. She was already just kind of, in the mix, like as an investor. So man, that was crazy right there to gain that knowledge from moms, right?
Well, she always loved real estate. She didn't actually get into it till we started after we went to the first seminar. But
Okay.
she got this house in East Atlanta that she bought 44 years ago for 30,000, right?
Okay.
Now the house worth like 380. And she was able to refinance several times. And she always said, son, buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate. You see, every time she refinanced, pull out 60,000 or 50,000. She was showing me the money. She said, and it's tax-free, son. You get to pull your money out. So I got to see out the house that I was living in, and we still got it now. Today we Airbnb it out. But I got to see, firsthand the power of real estate, man.
Okay.
So that was a blessing.
And you said she put you on to your first real estate seminar while you was actually working doing what you said forklift and for $10 an hour or something like that.
Yeah, I was driving a forklift.
Yeah.
Driving a forklift for $10 an hour. And the reason I had a job like that, man, because I did a bid for drug trafficking. So, I was like, that was a turning point for me, man. I'm like, man, I can't come back here. I got 3 kids, man. I could never put them through this. Like, that was a stab in the heart, brother. Every time they came and left, it was like somebody had a knife just stabbed me in the heart, man. I said I'd never go back. So when I got out, man, I had to do anything. I was willing to do anything just to make some money and stay legit. And so my mom invested that $5,000 into us, into our seminar. And before we went, they were sending us, I got my material. So I started studying the material before I even went to the seminar. By the time I got to the seminar, I had like 7 or 8 leads. So they called me up on the stage. My mentor called me up on the stage and called a deal. Called one of my deals up. And my first deal was a subject to. And the lady, she wasn't behind on payments or nothing, man. She worked for the IRS. So she was an IRS auditor. And man, she had 2 properties. She just got married. They moved in with the husband, and she wanted to get rid of that one, the smaller house. And the rest was history, man. I was like, wow. Then I think about 30 days later, I wholesale one and made 15 grand. So man, man.
So hit us with the first one, with the first subject too. Hit us with that one. What how that went around, how that went down right there to where you was able to make some money off that one.
Well, that first subject too, I found out a road sign. So when I ordered material, once mom paid for that for the boot camp, we got the material. I studied it, like get road signs and mail letters. This back in 2004, man. So when all this little sweet internet texting and all that stuff like it is now, it's great. Now you had to really grind, man. Either phone call, road sign, door knocking, or mailing. That's it.
So with your first with the first deal and how you gathered the information, were you gathering the information already going for the subject to punch, or you just gathering the information to see if it was a deal in general?
Yeah, I would talk to just gather all the information pertaining to the property. So I gathered all the information, and boy, I was on fire, man. Because I'm like, man, I can't keep doing this, man. I had to quit my job, man. I had to quit my job with 3 kids. I was nervous that I don't know what, because I really didn't know nothing about real estate. But I was like, man, I know if I keep doing this, I'm gonna get the same results. And so I had to do something different. I knew I had to do something different. And my intuition was telling me, like, man, go for it. Go.
And
It was a hurdle. I had to come over. And right before I went to the first seminar, one of my uncles who I grew up with, he was laughing at me on the way to the seminar. He was like, why you wasting your time? What you know about some real estate? And it kind of affected me a little bit. That's why you got to be careful of other people's suggestions, because if you value their opinion, it can make or break you. But thank God I had to sit back. I was like, oh man, that guy bomb, man. He still stay with his mama. Bump it. Let's go.
right. And then the thing, you was going to the event with leads. So that lead was in there. That was your first deal. Was your first deal was a subject to. And they structured the deal at the seminar. Is that seminar still going on right now? Are you still in contact with those people that helped you get that first subject to deal?
Oh yeah, that's my Paul, Ron LeGrand, man, old grandpa. I don't know. He don't do it like he used to. When I went, it was called a Millionaire Maker. Man, I still got the doggone book, my boy, man.
And it's right there.
I still got the manual, man. Millionaire Maker.
Hold on, is that a new manual or that's the throwback manual?
No, that's a throwback one.
Hold on, man. So right now, what you got a real gem sitting on your desk right now. So that's man. I'm gonna get into that in a quick second, because that reminds me of when you put me on the Bob Proctor. We're gonna talk about Bob in a minute. So hey, you put that you showed
me, Maker, baby.
Hey, you showed me that book. Reminded me of when Bob Proctor always showed the original Think and Grow Rich. But we gonna get on Bob in a minute, man. Let's get back on this subject too deal. I'm telling you, boy, you be dropping some fire, man. So you the one that put me on Ron LeGrand, and I was just speaking about having many mentors, and you just don't have one. And man, you like, you groomed me and shaped me up as far as giving me and pouring knowledge into me about the pretty house, baby. That's how you hit it. Man, the pretty house, baby. And I'm like, okay. So I started doing research with the information that you gave me, man, and it definitely did wonders for me. So this first subject to deal was actually, you walked up on stage. Ron LeGrand actually locked this up himself.
Yeah, he called him on the stage.
Oh man. So that was
that was an epic moment. I knew God was with me then, but I was like, boy, it's time to take flight, baby. Man, I immediately left out of that class, man. Faxed that contract, because guys, don't laugh now. We was using fax machines back then. But I faxed the contract over. She signed it, man. We didn't have DocuSign like we got today. Hey, man, and people didn't have that many fax machines, so they had to go to Office Depot or somewhere to pick it up. But we faxed it over, and I got it back that same night, that signed signature, man. I was like, whoa. And I got her from a sign. We buy houses sign.
Oh, so this was an inbound lead. You didn't have to really outsource to like right now, people, if y'all don't know what outsourcing is, that's text messaging, direct mail, cold calling, or things like that. This was an inbound where he put out a bandit sign, and he got a inbound call, which was a very motivated seller. So with this motivated seller calling you landing the deal, you sent the contract, or whatever, you got that signature. What was that next step for Mr. Transaction Engineer? Because you was going, whatever this was, it hit you real hard, right? Because this is something creative. Not only this wasn't the average type of deal, that people usually come into it with, but people usually come in with wholesale deals, and you came straight in, out the gate with the sub 2. So what was the exit strategy for this one, to where that, it put that bulb in your head and it bling, and then, everything took off from there? What was that deal like?
Well, it did show me that people will actually sell you their house, subject to the existing mortgage. So that blew my mind automatically. But unfortunately, I messed around and closed that wholesale deal and made 15 grand. When I got that subject to deal, I only made let me see, I got 5,000 down. I had to give her 2 closing costs. I made like 2,000. Then I got cash flow about 300 a month because I leased it out. 300 a month cash flow. And on my back end, I had about 30,000 on the back end. But that didn't really turn me on, man. What turned me on when I did that 15,000 that wholesale, I said, woo, boy,
yeah. That's the one you got the picture, the old school picture.
Hey, boy, I got it on the wall.
You hold the money up to the head for everybody else doing it, man.
And this before they were flexing with the money, man.
You look like you're looking at the picture right now.
I am. It's on the wall, baby. Let me get it, baby. I gotta get it.
Hey, this is some fire right now. He finna show the picture, and I knew he was looking at it because of how he was looking at it and leaning back like, yeah.
Hey, every time I look at it, I smile, man, because this life changing, man. Like mind-boggling, man.
Yeah, man. I should have took a picture of my first deal. When I did, man, that's what's up.
Man, hey, that blew my mind, man.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. So I went crazy for about 2 to 3 years, wholesale. And I picked up 2 more properties, right? I only kept 3 subject to, Loopy. And because I didn't know nothing about the market crashing or nothing. All this stuff new to me. So I'm learning for 2 or 3 years. I continue to learn. Because one thing about that first seminar I went to, we learned like 5 or 6 ways how to buy properties. It was an intense seminar, man, about 8 to 9 hours a day for 4 days. I mean, my head was like this about to explode, man.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this right here, man. Was Lynette Wolf and them? Was the Wolf couple already in the mix at this time?
Man, Lynette been as hype as she always been.
So they was there from they watched your whole growth, right?
Man, I know them a long time, man.
And man, like bro, like it's people like that I'm just down the way because I'm waiting to meet because man, they energy is just spectacular, and a lot of that stuff had to rub off on you because man, you such a positive individual. So with that being said, man, I got to ask you, like, how long have you been a transaction engineer? Because I know you just spoke about growth for a couple years. So man, share with us how long let us know when you know and you really knew that, hey, I am Mr. Transaction Engineer. Ain't nobody fucking with me.
After I went through that recession and had to transition and slowly start back building my real estate portfolio.
So this is years later.
I would say about,
because you started
in 04, 5, 6, 7. The end of 7 it crashed. Oh man, I had made 60,000 right before the crash. Oh,
so you had you some cushion. You was like, ooh, you had you some cushion in. You was all right a little bit.
Yeah, 5. So it was about 5 years. Because I had to switch over when the market crashed, man. Wasn't nobody doing nothing, man. Everybody ran, man. It was builders and stuff killing themselves, man. I'm not gonna kill myself over no money, man. You make it one time, you can make it again and again and again. Shoot.
Yeah, we're a different breed, right? We're a different breed. We roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So them jokers, it was crazy, man. Everybody disappeared. The only people I knew was still doing real estate was transaction engineers, and that was very few. Very few. It was like one dude, Tycoon, he in Atlanta. Who else? Man, I could count on one hand, and the veterans who knew. But shoot, I would say about 96% of people disappeared.
They fell off the map like that.
Fell off the map. They went and got jobs.
Wholesalers and stuff. All the wholesalers and
they were gone.
Call them out. Which ones? The wholesalers, the fix and flippers. Who disappeared? Because you was
fix and flippers. Because the market just stalled when nobody doing nothing. They was on the news media. Oh my God, foreclosures at all time high. Don't buy nothing. They trying to scare you guys. That's the absolute best time to buy. When them foreclosures go to hitting and them prices go to 40, 50%, you better buy like a dog, boy. Like you and Neiman Marcus on this shopping spree, boy. Shoot. You better go crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. They trying to scare you, man. They scare the masses and don't get nothing about nothing. But people that's loaded, man, they buy everything possible. Man, I know one hedge fund company that we was wholesaling these short sales to. Man, I was reading in the paper the other day. during that last recession, they bought 80,000 properties, man.
Man, don't give it to him yet. Don't give it to him yet. Ooh,
Man,
hold
that's
on.
the kind of buy.
Well, take a sip of that water before you go in, cause you thinking too hard right now.
Let
Calm
me slow down.
down,
I
bro.
done went too fast.
Hey, everybody, make sure y'all get y'all pen and pad. For those that are just checking in right now, you got none other than Mr. Transaction Engineer, aka Brother Eddie. Everybody make some motherfucking noise.
Hey man, we need to be on Drink Champs, drinking this one, like on Drink Champs.
Hey, straight up. So we're gonna get back into the short because that's one of the reasons why I got you here, man. But man, this is one thing that actually changed a lot about what I've been thinking about and what I was going through. I had no clue until you put me on to a video, and ever since you put me on to this guy right here, nothing has been the same since. And I think that I may be having problems with people understanding that I am never gonna be the same since this guy right here have stepped into my life. Let's talk Bob Proctor and paradigm shifts, because that's one of the most important things for any entrepreneur, whether you're in real estate, e-commerce, all that type of stuff. Man, you're gonna have to have a freaking crazy mindset not to go through a paradigm shift and want to learn, want to evolve, want to accelerate your learning. Man, give us a little bit about how you came across Bob Proctor and the time where you just, you start going through a paradigm shift.
Well, man, when I read, I always knew I felt different about how things were. I always see growing up, they say go to school, go to college, and get a good job. And most of the people I grew up at, they were struggling, man, or just living paycheck to paycheck. They wasn't driving no Ferraris, no Bentleys, no Mercedes, and stuff like that. That's what I like. That's what I was seeing. So I knew something was wrong with that. So I read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then that woke me up. And they kind of went hand in hand with my mom with the real estate. And my dad, he's a general contractor, by the way. So I learned, man, I know all kind of stuff about houses, man. I could damn near build a house because I had to grow up in the summer doing that with him during the summertime. I hated Home Depot, but look how God worked it out. I'm messing with houses, man. But man, so I read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and y'all read that by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Man, that blew my mind. And then I was going through a divorce, and I was and I had to stay on my buddy's house for a couple of weeks. I was going through a divorce, and he gave me Think and Grow Rich. Man, and I only had time right then to just read or do something, to get my mind off what's going on. And I had to split up assets, all kind of stuff, man. My mind is like, oh my goodness.
Around about what year was this right here? When you was going through this period of time right here?
This was like 2009, something like that. Eight.
So this was in the middle of you trying to rebound over this crash, the market crashing. You a lot of things going on. You trying to make sure you stay active out here. You're going through some like a turmoil type time, but it's really not, because you was actually going through a whole paradigm shift, and you had a couple of books that just dropped on you, and it was like gold or diamonds where you had it in your hand, and it threw you off, but it threw you off and spit you around, and here you go. So man, tell us what it did to you, man.
See, my buddy at the time, he was okay. He was in Chicago killing it, man, balling. So they moved down to Atlanta to get some of this Atlanta market. So they had a big condo downtown, and they probably making about $600,000-$700,000 a year up there in Chicago. No, he was making 100, 200 a deal. He probably bringing in about a good meal. Huh?
On real estate?
Yeah.
So your boy from Chicago killing it in real estate. You was out here doing your thing in the South in Atlanta, and he came down here, and that's when everything just came to.
Man, he let me read that book because I was already doing my thing. We were making good money with short sales, so we were killing it, and we was in both markets, Spanish and the English. So we killing it. Bam, 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 bam. So, and so going through divorce and all that, I had to move over to his house for a couple of weeks. Man, I read that book because I already see him successful, and I was successful. So I'm like, man, let me see what's going on, man. I need to ease my mind. And he said, huh, man, read this. And I read that, and I read like 2 or 3 more books, and man, I just can't stop. I can't stop, man. Man, my goal is at least, well, it was 40 audibles. I don't know what my goal. I'm slipping because it's supposed to be about my death. I got my goals written out. I make like 40 a year, a lot of them, and I read them every day, so they keep me on my tip and keep you in remembrance of what you plan for that year. Because you mess around, you ain't got your goals written out, man. You'll miss the ball.
My pocket, man. I keep mine in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And as I knock them down, I redo my card and up them up and put another one on there. But go ahead, man.
And it feels so good when you check them off, man. Oh my God, y'all don't write down your goals. Please start, man, and don't wait till the new year. You might got a goal you want to get done by the 31st of December. Man, now that alone too have changed my life too, man.
Putting the deadline
up, man, because you realize your paradigm. You're a product of your paradigm. Your paradigm is a multitude of habits that you develop. If you're a Christian now or a Muslim now, 9 times out of 10, your family was Christian or Muslim. Now, some people get away, but mostly the majority is that. And so if your parents, made 40, 50 a year, then you're gonna be close to making that, or maybe just a little bit more. So you got certain paradigms depending on where you grew up at, who you listen to, if you had any mentors or not, what schools you went to, and they form good or bad habits. And so I didn't even realize my thinking was so messed up, man. We think so right. Oh, come my mama them thought that way. Man, your mama them ain't know nothing. They knew some stuff, but they learned from other people who got their paradigm all messed up. Unless your parents are where you want to be at now, you got to look back now and evaluate them. If not, guess what? Your paradigm is similar. So once I learned my thinking was off, man, I wanted more and more, so I could develop to a better person. Because I know when we start fixing what's within us, then the outside will look pretty. But we got to get the inside cleaned out first. Once we get the inside cleaned out with our good thinking, good thoughts, feeling good about people, not hating, not jealous, none of that stuff that keep you vibrating low, that low vibrational stuff, hating, jealousy, all that negative stuff that keep you on a low vibration, you're going to keep attracting that stuff. You got to, because that's what you focusing on. What you focus on expands, you attract. Whatever you focusing on. So if you focus on lack, you're going to get more lack. You focus on, I don't have a man, guess what? Or a woman, you're not going to have one. So you got to change that thinking, man. And that's 90% of it, man.
So
think change this, because the thoughts go with feelings. However you think is going to make you feel a certain way, and then it's going to make you take actions or no action. So it all go to thoughts, feelings, action, and what you say with your mouth.
Right.
You get that right, you can go out here and do anything, any deals you want, all that stuff. And you got to learn to tune people out, all the negative people, man. Get rid of them, man. Boy, if you call me, if I know you negative, that's why you're getting the voice message.
Right there, straight up.
Text reply. I don't have time with it, man, because that'll lower your vibration, lower your energy, and you can't be a blessing to nobody else if you're not blessed.
Right. So your homie gave you Think and Grow Rich. You end up reading that, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. So when you was in a rough moment in your life, and you start gathering this information by reading these books, because I'm assuming it wasn't audio books and stuff. Then
read it.
So you sat down and you read these books and absorbed this knowledge. And then when did the explosion hit you right there, and did everything start to move different? Like did it happen right then, or was there more books and more knowledge you had to pour into yourself at that time? Going through that rough moment.
Yeah, I had to keep reading, but it took me probably about a good year or two before I started seeing real different results. Because I always making money, but I had to fix other areas in my life.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about Bob Proctor, man, because you don't want to turn me on to Bob Proctor. And like I wake up and listen to Bob Proctor affirmations every day, where he say, "I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me
Mm.
in quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis." Like I'm waking up
Yes,
every
sir.
yeah, I wake up every morning and it's on YouTube and it be on repeat. He just say the same thing and they have this humming sound. And
Mm.
have you listened to it?
Man, all the time.
So
It
yeah, I'm
just
on.
repeats, just repeats, just repeats, just repeats.
Yeah, so I'm
I
on that.
love the affirmation. Go
I'm
to sleep listening to them too, and
yeah.
then wake up listening to them.
All right, so I'm
See,
gonna get on that.
what a lot of people don't understand that we got one mind, but it's like two parts: the subconscious and the conscious mind. The conscious mind is what you know. The subconscious mind is what what programs the conscious mind will make you do. A lot of people don't know that, and that's programmed by your repeated thoughts and your repeated feelings. But when you going to sleep, when you almost sleep, like a minute or two before you go to sleep, you can program your subconscious mind for success. So it's good to get some affirmation and listen to them right before you go to sleep.
Okay,
I was
okay.
not listening to it. And then
So
wake up, listen to it again. I guarantee y'all do that for 21 days. Watch what happens.
and read your
Start
goals
seeing
while
results
you're doing it.
before that.
Huh?
I said they'll start seeing results before that.
Yeah, and start and do it while you're reading your goals and stuff. Like it's very important to have that goal card. The goal card is very important. And listen to like some very positive stuff like that Bob Proctor affirmations is the truth. It's the truth. It's gonna change everything. So when did you get on Bob Proctor?
My boy Bob. I got old Bob, I think. Dang, it's been a long time now. I seen him in a secret. The craziest thing, I seen him in a secret back in my dad them turned me on to that in 2004. 2004, 2005, I seen him in a secret. But I really didn't get back onto Bob till about 2011 and 12. I got back onto him.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
my dad and they was already on this kind of stuff, but I didn't really see no results. So I
uh,
didn't pay no attention. I'm like, oh man,
you didn't know how serious it was.
yeah, I was like, man, they crazy, man.
Yeah, like I think my dad thought I was crazy because I used to get up, be on that personal development, be on that Earl Nightingale and stuff, and I started just really
Woo,
transitioning, about
Earl.
2 years ago when I got up in this business, and like people don't understand what you listening to, and they like, man, you listen to that old ass dude, and it sounds like he on the record player. You goddamn right, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty serious, and for everybody that's out here on this live stream right now, man, please look up the guy Bob Proctor. You know what I'm saying? Like
And I,
straight up, he'll change your life. And I just now got on The Secret. I just watched The Secret just recently because I was in this mastermind group and they was have early morning sessions and they'll give you stuff to look over and read and videos to watch, and they gave us The Secret to look at. So this was my first time seeing The Secret like last month.
oh
You know,
wow, that's tight.
right? So I really got to replay that film because it was amazing, and it's nothing like it. I thought it was a movie, and it's totally different from what you would expect to see. So I really
That's
want
dope,
to
too.
let in front of everybody, man. I appreciate you putting me on Bob Proctor because it changed a lot about my way of thinking. It changed a lot, man, and I've been on them since the beginning of the year. You put me on them at the beginning of the year, and I ain't looked back since. I listen to them every day, and when I feeling down or I feel like I'm going through a lot, man,
Put that thing on, boy. That
yeah, yeah,
power you back up,
yeah,
man.
I plug them in. I plug them in. So when did you get the overstanding? Because we ain't doing nothing under. We overstand things. So when did you get the overstanding of a paradigm shift and just really found this word paradigm and shift and put together? Because my first time seeing it is from you, and you putting me on the Bob Proctor. You sent me a video that was specifically talking about paradigm shift, and then that's when it hit me that I really start understanding what I've been going through the past couple of years.
I would say between 2010 and 2012, man, going through that divorce, and then the short sale market had changed. it started to change where they put stipulation where you couldn't even resell the property for 30 days. So they put that in there. Or if you did resell it, you're gonna only get 10 or 15% of what you resell it for. But man, as soon as we used to, man, oh my God, it was like heaven, man. As soon as we got them properties, man, as soon as we get that approval letter within about 90 days, man, we could flip them the next day. Well, we was killing them like 20, 30, 40 rats a deal, man.
Look, let me ask you a question real quick, then we gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? I got two more questions. How important are paradigm shifts to you? Because
Oh,
these people got to have a mindset before we
number, man, it's from 1 to 10, 100.
that's that's what I'm talking about. As an entrepreneur, does scaling up cause multiple shifts? Because people may think you're just gonna go through one paradigm shift, but I want to know what you think as an entrepreneur. You know, these people on here got to want to be entrepreneurs because that's why they follow me. The scaling up causes multiple shifts.
Heck yeah, multiple shifts. And you keep growing. You got to keep growing. Let that paradigm keep shifting and keep getting out that comfort zone. Because we can't grow if we stay in the same. We got to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. We got to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. That means we got to, every time we get comfortable, that means we too relaxed. And that means we not growing.
So done. Everybody gonna feel that way, you know. So please do not let these people take your mind off into Wonderland. Stay with your tunnel vision.
Stay focused, man.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
I'm gonna tell you, Don, it's not too many people I can talk to about this kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I've been on this stuff strong for about 10 years, real strong for about 10 years. I learned about it back in 2004 or 5. And it's just positive thinking, man. And really, I wouldn't even say positive thinking, man. It's just learning the real information that was passed down through the ages but been watered down. And when they came to the west coast over into America, like they didn't water down the stuff so much, man. But just keep listening, man. Keep listening, Don. Stay focused. A lot of people not going to be able to get on the same wavelength. You just give them a seed. It's up to them to water it. If they don't receive it, cool. It's not meant for them. Just keep going. Don't even worry about it. Don't get mad. Instantly, when you see a person don't understand what you're talking about, they start shutting it down. That means they're not open-minded and they're not open to receive it. So you plant the seed and it fell on bad ground. So just keep it moving. Like I said in the Bible. If it's meant for them, you plant the seed, give them a good word about this, how to really make stuff happen. Then if it's up to them to water, like my friend gave me the book and I watered it.
Hey, and from there, man, what you did, you passed this down to me years later. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you passed this down to me years later, my bro. Yeah, that's facts. You passed this down to me years later, and for whatever reason, you didn't have to, man. You shot me that, and man, it ain't stopped since, you know. And
don't stop, man. This
I really do.
It make you fall in love, especially when you start seeing stuff happening, man. And it's all about how we were programmed, man. We were just programmed wrong at first. Now we done got reprogrammed. Now you're good. It's like trying to operate in 2020. You got Microsoft 2020. You trying to operate in 2020 on a 1910 version. You got to upgrade your version, baby. You upgrade your laptop, don't you? You got to upgrade your mindset.
Yeah, so everybody that's out there watching and listening, you are changing. You know, people are not receptive to your change, you know, so they're not open to your change, you know. So continue to change, continue to keep that drive, continue, you know, to go through those paradigm shifts. It's not you. It's not you. Remember that. It's not you, it's them. So we're gonna change this right here, switch it up because it's time to eat. It's dinner time. What's the combo tonight? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking short sales with none other than Mr. Transaction Engineer. Please, if you can, make sure you have your pen and paper, have you some, you know, your notebooks, have your question together, because we may do a little Q&A for y'all in a little bit, but we definitely want y'all to get this game. So let's talk about a little bit, let's talk about what are short sales and just kind of give us, you know, a little glimpse of what a short sale is, you know, from Mr. Transaction Engineer.
Okay, guys. So what a short sale is, it's when a lender right? A bank, let's say a homeowner owed 200,000 on the property. They're behind on payments. There got to be some kind of hardship. They're behind on payments, and the property needs some repairs, and you go into the bank with an offer just says the ARV after repair value is 200,000. They owe 200, and the houses in the area is selling for like 180 or 170. Then you want to come to this lender. I mean, to the mortgage company, you got to present all the documents or why the person can't afford the house with an offer, and just say you send an offer for 150 or 140. So basically, a short sale is the lender taking a discount on the mortgage. So the homeowner owed 200,000, you trying to buy it for 150, 100,000. It just depends on how much work it needs. But now, since the market is hot, the short sale is only working if the property needs like a lot of work, man. If it needs a lot of repairs, I'll say like damn near close to an ugly house. If it's not really livable, if they still good, it's worth it. But if it don't need any repairs, it's in a good neighborhood, no low comps, forget about it. They may go down 5 or 10,000, but if you're an agent now, you can get a commission. But as an investor, I mean, we're looking for some equity, so it
Right.
won't work for us.
It needs to be an older model type home. You don't want it to be no newer home. It need to have it needs to be a house that we for sure know has some type of equity into it.
Well, one is in bad shape where you can get a negotiating a discount.
Oh, okay. So it needs some
It could be
repair.
a new house that somebody that's just haven't taken care of. Now, nothing like a 2020. I would say something like a 2020 house, maybe 2015,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be a 2020 that somebody just done went through and damaged real bad.
Okay.
They need to have some repairs, man. I'm saying 20,000 or better in order to get a good discount.
Oh, okay. In order to get that $200 ARV type property down to about 140.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's very important with that short sale is now the only thing short about a short sale is the discount. The time frame, man, can go from the quickest we ever got one done is about 90 days. So it go from 90 days to 90, 120, 30, 90 to 150 days.
So I'm just gonna put 90 to 180 days, man. There's a brother out of Atlanta, man. His name is Real Estate King, man. I actually had the pleasure of meeting this guy in Las Vegas for a real estate conference out there. He's been doing his thing, and he just said he just man, it took him down there from February to now, or March to now, to complete a short sale. And man, I think he just hit him upside the head real quick. So big shout out to the homie Real Estate King. I don't know if you're on here watching this, but I'm gonna make sure I shout you out because you did some amazing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got my homie right here on here blessing us with some game. So
You can get it done in 90 days, but you got to be on it every week.
mm-hmm.
You can't be just call on the file and wait for them to call you. If you wait to them to follow up with you, you're gonna be waiting a long time. You got to put some pressure.
Right, because they ain't just trying to give shit away. So
plus they got man now because we got a couple in the pipeline. They got double the workload because all the people that's behind right now, 30% of people are behind on their mortgages. And so we're negotiating on the file now. And the lady said they got double the files because it wasn't as many. It had went away once the market came back.
Okay.
Now all these people back in foreclosure, they got double the load. So they got one bank rep might have 60, 70, 80 files. So they ain't getting ready to call you and say, hey, we need this document. Hell no, you got to be calling there. Hey, this is I'm following up on the file. Do you guys need anything? You got to be calling in and get aggressive if you want to get it closed. You can get it closed in 90 days, but you got to be working it. You can't be waiting on them because, boy, you'll be waiting for a year. I guarantee you.
So look, man, give us a little some what's required to perform a short sale properly. We don't want to misinform or miseducate our viewers. So give us a little something about what's required to perform that short sale properly.
Well, usually it's the same documents, and you can call into the bank. The bank will definitely let you know what they need, but normally it's a listing agreement, offer, proof of funds, bank statements from the seller, pay stubs from the seller, W-2s from the seller, and a hardship letter. The hardship letter stating why they can't afford the property and why they want to sell it.
Mm, mm, mm.
Make sure you put the seller loan number on each document, on every page at the top. Every single page at the top.
Because that it will get lost in the sauce. So yeah, man. So basically, I'm dealing with with doing a loan modification on the sub 2 right now. And man, hey, if you don't put them what's the names in there, them loan numbers at the top of each thing, that's like a letterhead. You ain't got
And you want to send a letterhead.
Yeah,
Stating everything. That's how we do our short sale. Stating everything you got in there. Like one may be contract, and we got another paper that say, where the next document is up under that. Like we do it all professional. Okay. And we can run over 200 of them, man. We was killing the short sale, man, before they messed the game up.
So let me ask you this: as far as a proof of funds letter, a lot of people really don't know how to get those. How can you get a proof of funds letter, to conduct a transaction, such as this, a short sale, and getting the right information to the bank the first time?
You get a hardship. I mean, you get one from a hard money loan.
Mm-hmm. So everybody, you can get your proof of funds letter from a hard money lender. It's just that simple.
Or a mortgage broker. You could be getting a loan on the property. Now, if it's in real bad shape, they know you ain't getting a loan. You got a private lender, they can write up one with their company name. They don't verify that stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They just want something to go with the contract. So now once it get approved, you're only gonna have 30 days to close.
Say that one more time.
Once your short sale get approved, they're only gonna give you 30 days to close.
Oh, okay. So that means you got to already have buyers, on standby that ain't gonna be playing no games. You ain't got no time to be doing all that fake freelance marketing. You need to have your marketing stuff already together.
First, you need to market early.
Have you some buyers that are already kind of dib and dab in that area, or you got to get to it and put that marketing out there ASAP. But
I'm gonna tell you what messed us up several times. And you got to watch that doggone a BPO or appraisal. Let me get back to that, because before, now you can submit all that paperwork, right? Once you submit that complete package, and sit in the complete package, guys. Don't be sitting in the doggone purchase agreement, then 5 days later sending the doggone taxes and stuff. Put it all together and send it in one package. Because once you sit in a complete package, then they're going to order the appraisal or the BPO, which is a broker price opinion. They want to see how much is this house worth. They're not going to just take your word for it. They know you want to get a sweet price. So they're going to send their own appraisal out there to see what that property is worth, and you want to be there. Do not miss that appointment. That appointment is for you.
Okay. Tell us a little bit why it's an absolute must not to miss that appraisal.
Because these BPO agents, which is a realtor that goes around take pictures, they get maybe $150 to $200 just to go take pictures, man. So it's a numbers game. Like some realtors make a living off this. I know it's several. They go around. They got a schedule. They do 5 properties a day. Hey, that's $1,000. So they're not going into these properties and look for everything. That's why you want to be there. Say, hey, look, boom, the hot water heater broke right there. Look, the electrical messed up, the plumbing messed right here, the carpet messed up. You want to have an estimate of repairs. Look, this is how much this cost. And you want to repeat
everything wrong.
Hell, boy, you want every single thing down to a little quarter-size hole in the wall. And you want to have a contractor estimate. Get you one of the contractors out of Home Depot. Have them come out there and give you one of the big boy estimates. They charge you $5,000 to put a hot water heater in sometime.
Right. So you not only want to have an appraisal done, you not only want to be there when the appraisal get done, you want to make sure you point out every single thing that you can see wrong with the naked eye or with glasses on. And on top of that, you want to make sure you go, go to your Lowe's, your Home Depot, or something like that, Ace Hardware store, whatever y'all got out there in Loopy G world. Hey, make sure you go and get you a contractor to give you a estimate.
Yeah.
A good estimate. The opposite from what you want when you
You
doing
rehab.
the yeah yeah when you rehab yeah straight up. So
And everything count, man. All that count. The bigger you can make that estimate, that's how much they got to take off of it.
right. So they do take into consideration what your contractor is saying also. So you send that with the paperwork. Am I correct? When they after the appraisal is done.
After the appraisal done, if they don't come back with the number we want, then we'll submit that. We'll submit
Okay.
the repairs, and then we'll go into details about the area. If it's in an area that's okay, got a little crime going on, we're gonna send a crime report. Then we start building our case. We'll send a crime report. We look up sexual predators in the neighborhood or in the area. We send that around. Look, man, y'all really think this house gonna sit on the market now? We got these sexual. When people look up and see these sexual predators in the area, or all this crime in the area, so you got to build your case if you don't get the number you want.
So look, man, I've been making a couple calls lately, and we've been coming across a couple clients that saying they don't know if their house gonna close, and this in the middle of a short sale. So we do get these pretty house leads. My guy, Mr. Transaction Engineer, actually showed me how to go after these expired listings and things like that, and reach out to these homeowners. So that's what we've been doing. We skip trace and reach out to these homeowners, shoot them a text or call them up, because these are basically people that have already tried to sell or want to sell, and we reach out to them and ask them what's going on, and get a feel of what's going on. And from what I've been hearing here and there, that there's a couple people that are in contract already trying to do short sales, and that's what calling leads. So that's what triggered me to say, hey man, we need to be talking about short sales, Mr. Transaction Engineer. You know what I'm saying? Because the leads even telling you about short sales. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of threw me off. I'm like, damn, I gotta step it up. It's more than just subject to owner financing and lease purchase and stuff like that. You got the short sales. So with you being a transaction engineer, when pitching a short sale, can you give us an expert approach when trying to, get these people to understand what we're talking about?
Well, we just tell them if it's too far and we can't take it over subject to. Well, my wife's an agent, so even if it just say if they're upside down, just say they're upside down 220 and the area is 200,000. Well, we'll do the short sale and get them down to the regular ARV 200,000, and then we're selling and get a commission. But we talk to them.
You put it
We
on.
tell, go ahead.
You put it on the market when you say you just get it down to 200 and then sell it. That means you put it on the market.
Yeah, we go ahead and list it.
Okay.
Because the bank require you to have the property listed anyway.
Oh, okay. So when you construct a deal with the bank, then you have to get it listed anyway.
Right. They want you to list the property.
So you either way go, you have to break bread with a real estate agent on one of these type of transactions.
Yep. They
Wonderful.
require you to have an agent now. They used to didn't require that, but now they do.
Okay. So you must befriend an agent that's understanding of what you got going on, and that to get this deal closed, that y'all have to work together to where that the bread can be broke.
Right.
All right. So as far as your approach, give us a expert approach when you talking when you talking to one of them hot leads, and you done done your homework, you done your due diligence, and you just know, man, this may not work with a sub two. We may need to go ahead and go in for the short sale and really go for the kill. What's that expert approach?
We just tell them, well, sorry, Mr. Seller, doesn't quite meet our criteria to, make up the back payments. However, we got another strategy that we use sometimes that, we call a short sale. And that's, we go and negotiate with the bank, get them down to market value. Then, we'll buy the house or either sell the house for whatever they approve it for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's better than a deed in lieu too, also, because the deed in lieu is a foreclosure. They try to get a seller to do a deed in lieu, but that's a voluntary foreclosure.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man. So man, we actually had an issue with a property that I have in Pennsylvania with a friend of mine named Portia. Man, Andy tried to go back and double back and get amnesia and stuff like that in the middle of us really trying to put something solid together, man. And man, woo, she tried to pull that D, what is it called, deed in lieu.
Whoa, she did. Now they'll give them money sometime for a deed in lieu, two,
Mm,
3,000. So
okay.
that's probably why she tried to do it.
Okay. All right. So that's some good valuable information right there. You know what I'm saying? So as far as with the
Especially if the house is in good condition. It's called like cash for keys. They call it
mm,
cash for keys, deed in lieu. You
okay.
volunteer, give it up. They give you some money as long as the house is in good condition.
Okay. So
And
as
it varies what they give the seller per bank.
so, oh, say that again.
I said it varies what they will give the seller per bank.
Mm. Had
Some
do
of these short sales, some of these people able to get money back. We've got some people money back from the bank, 2,000 for moving money, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. It depends on the size of the house.
okay. So as far as the price range to go after when you're going after short sales, what's the sweet spot when going after short sales?
Well, it just all depends because you got $1 million house that needs totally renovating and in bad shape that need 300,000 or 400,000. Shoot, hey, go for that one.
Mm.
Yeah, man. The bigger the more dollars you all in, the more stick to you.
Okay. So with that being said, I definitely appreciate that game right there because I didn't know that, and I actually been doing a little training and stuff like that, trying to get some people on board as far as locking these properties down on the acquisition type role. So I definitely wanted to make sure they got that little information right there because I always tell them like, hey, with the leads that I'm sending you, there's going to be $1 million properties in there, and upwards to a couple million. So we definitely want to make sure that we're not missing out on no opportunities when dealing with these pretty houses because this is the
Yeah.
pretty house game that we're talking about when you're dealing with short sales. Am I correct?
Well, it be ugly houses too.
But when we talk about these type of deal structures, this is basically in the kind of like the pretty house bracket, right?
No, short sale as long as it need repairs, man. They got a big mortgage. I'll go for
Oh, so yeah, so it don't even matter. It's the
it.
repairs and the mortgage.
Yep,
And then they can you said they can be upside down also and you can still make it work.
right.
Okay.
See, we like to, we work on everything. So as being transaction engineers, whatever come through the pipeline, we execute. So man, that's all I can tell you guys, man. Make sure you learn more than one strategy because you're leaving a lot of money on the table.
So with short sales, is short sales associated with wholesaling? Do you wholesale short sales and things like that? Because a lot of people may have that type of question also.
Yeah, that's what we used to do, but now you got to hold it for 30 days for most of the bank. So you're gonna have some private money or some or buyer that's willing to, to buy it and then pay you after he close on it. But then you're gonna need to buy it in their name. Or if they buy it in your company name, you still need some private. You need private money dealing with these short sales. So you gotta hold it for 30 days.
Oh, okay. So when you get the property under contract to do a short sale, you say you have to put money down to hold it.
When they approve the short sale, they're gonna give you 30 days, so you gotta buy it and hold it for 30 days before you can resell it.
You say R.
No, and ain't no work. You got to buy it, hold it for 30 days, and resell it if you plan to wholesale and make a profit. If you plan to do a straight sale, then just whoever name is on that contract to buy, that's the person who got to buy.
Okay, but with that, you don't when you doing it like that, you don't need hard money or private money. You just doing
Straight
it.
sale,
Yeah, you just doing negotiating, getting it listed, getting it sold.
right?
But if you're trying to wholesale it, then you're gonna have to have upfront money to hold it and then sell it again.
Right.
I'm saying.
Not all banks, but most of the big ones, they like that. The little small ones, they don't too much sweat it. But that's why we got, man, that's why we slowed down on them, man. We went through about 200 to 300 short sale, man. We was killing it because we can immediately sell it. We can immediately wholesale it. And most
Okay.
of the buyers was hedge fund buyers, and they had a couple of Asians and stuff and Hispanics.
So 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 let me ask you this right here. So as far as right now, what you how you feel about the short sale game right now?
Well, it's cranking up, man. All these people behind. Like I said, we're working with one with Select Loan Servicing, the mortgage company, and they said they got double the cases now, double the caseload.
For just for short sales or just for foreclosures and stuff?
Short sale.
Oh, so people not playing. People is out here pitching them short sales and reeling them in.
Yeah, it's cranking up. Because I mean, if they too far behind, well, it don't make no sense for you catching the payments. Then that's the next best option. If they
Okay.
would,
So
that way it's not a dead lead. You just convert it over to a short sale and put it on the back burner. Now, don't be thinking you're gonna close in 30 days. Just be
okay.
patient and work on it. Follow up every week. Keep your call log. That's very important. What time you call in, what day you call, who you talk to. I can't tell you how bad you need that, man. Because you're gonna have people, oh well, we don't understand. When you meet the BPO, you need to go back to that call log, put that in. I met the BPO on this day. That BPO is very important. It expires in 90 days.
Broker price op broker price
Broker price opinion.
broker price opinion. Okay.
Yep, this is opinion of a real estate broker.
Okay. And
And that appraiser. Both of those expire in 90 days.
so who do you call when you want to negotiate with the bank? You just call, how do how that work?
Well, you want the short sale department or loss mitigation.
Say that again.
When you call into the bank, you want to speak with the short sale department
Okay.
or loss mitigation. I'm putting together a course on this, man. I didn't. God told me to put this course together earlier this year. It's on my goal list. I
Bro,
didn't think we was really gonna need it, but it looked like it's
so
here.
all you did was a subject to training course. That's it.
Well, I had a pretty house course, with the ugly and pretty house course, but I'm gonna do that short. I'm gonna go ahead and do that subject to course.
Bro. Now
I'm
you
not subject to short sale course.
the short sale. Bro,
Short sale course.
I'm thinking you got it all together because, bro, that's the next thing I'm finna, hey, tell these people about the short sale course and all that. So, hey, everybody, the short sale course is coming. I was moving too fast. You see how he just blinked his eyes? That was that light bulb went in there, and he know he going through a paradigm shift again. Like, ooh, I gotta get to it. This nigga put me on the spot. Hey, that's what it is. Iron sharpen iron, like my bro say.
Yeah.
So one of them points where I'm like, damn, bro, I'm there. You finna tell everybody about the short sale course so people can dig in. It's time to eat. So with that said, I definitely wanted to talk to you about the importance of mentorship. And are you doing mentoring right now? Man,
Yeah.
I want you to drop it. Let everybody know what you got going on as far as mentorship, because man, speak on mentorship and then let us know what you're doing as far as mentorship.
Okay. Mentorship is huge, guys. I got over 125 grand in my education, man. I'm always investing in myself because that's the only way you're gonna stay sharp and up on your game. And if you're really in this business like for the long haul, where you wanted to take care of you and your family, man, you gotta learn all the strategies, man. And all of the, everything you can. Like without having a mentor, it took me, I had to go through a lot of shakes and stuff. But I did get a mentor with that. Well, I got a lot of mentors, but we talking about short sales. I had got a whole different mentor for the short sales, and that's how we was able to kill it, man. We was able to kill it. But mentorship is huge, guys. You got to invest in yourself. You see Kobe, rest in paradise, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. You like a singer? Let me see, who out there popping now? whoever's popping Taylor Swift, whoever you like, all of them got mentors and coaches, guys. So you can get to where you want to get to fast. Or you just keep busting your head against the wall until you figure it out, hopefully, if you don't give up. So man, mentorship is huge, man. I'm investing in myself all the time, man. All the time. That guy I'm bringing my boy Dave Lindahl on, man. He's the guy got over 10,000 doggone apartment units. And he's in my mentorship. We're in the big mastermind mentorship, show you like big marketing strategies and stuff. And man, that was 5 figures alone for that. So you got to keep investing in yourself. I swear, boy. Man, that's the best. Hey, that's what I could equate to my success to. Also investing in myself, keep learning new information. But yeah, we definitely do coaching, man. We got coaching 6 months to a year coaching plans. We also got master class. We got subject to master class where people killing it now.
Yeah, man.
This subject to master class, they man, everybody who get in that master class, they close the deals. God bless all my students, man. And we got courses too, pretty house, ugly house courses. If you just want to start off with the course, we got courses. Man, and our website, my website, MrTransactionEngineer.com. Then MrTransactionEngineer.com. YouTube, we got plenty of videos on there, MrTransactionEngineer.com. Instagram, Mr_Transaction_Engineer.com.
Can you put your website? Can you type your website in the comments?
Oh, I didn't even see the comment thing.
Come on, man.
Hey, I've been off a while on this.
Bro, and you put me on it. Yeah. Hey, he put me on it. Man, I'm like, bro,
man, I had to take a break, man. I was going too hard, man. We had like 4 or 5 master class going, coaching, man. I was like,
you have to ease up and take a breather, man.
Let me see. Yeah, I had to take a breather, man. We were going hard, man. And then I got family, so shoot. Hey.
Yeah. Man, now I see you.
Wife and kids ain't going for that.
Hey, man, shoot. I see you with the family too, man. You turned green, boy. Boy, come on that pit up green. I say, man, I see through all that green paint. You just incredible, man.
Stop. Thank you, man.
Well, looking like he was the Hulk. That's my dog. How do you get hooked into a hedge fund?
Shoot. Man, they come find you. You got some sweet deals. You got a sweet deal, man. Put them. You sell anything now on Zillow and doggone Facebook Market, man. Stuff selling so fast, it's ridiculous. If you can keep it, man, we hotel land and everything on Facebook Market and Zillow. You got onto that yet, Loopy?
Say that one more time.
You got onto that yet? I don't think you can see my comments, can you?
No, I'm putting them in. You sent it to me in a private chat, so I'm posting. Yeah, I'm posting it in the what's the name? What you just asked me? Did I do what?
Shit. Hey, have you listened to Reverend Ike?
Reverend Ike?
Oh boy.
I ain't even gonna write that down.
Everybody on here. Now I know you could definitely relate because he a reverend, and a lot of us been beat across the head with religion. So you gotta understand the difference between religion and spiritual. Man, Reverend Ike, man, he was a boss, man. He was nobody, man, he was ahead of his time. That's all I can say. And how I found out about Reverend Ike, because I done watched almost everything Bob made on YouTube. And I see him preaching at this guy's funeral. And Bob preaching like, yeah, and thank God to Reverend Ike, he's one of my mentors. And I was like, what? Oh. Man, Reverend Ike, he was a pastor, but he was a spiritual pastor, man. And they used to hate on him back in the day because he loved Roy Russ. So he had about 20 to 30 of them, and they couldn't take it, they couldn't understand. But the man knew how to work his mind, man. He knew about habits, man. He was awesome, man. And when I seen Bob at his funeral, and then Bob said one of his mentors, I was like, whoa. See if you can Google it, Reverend Ike and Bob Proctor on YouTube.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
man, Lupe, let me know what you think after you listen tomorrow.
No,
Listen to,
yeah, I'm
let me
listening to it tonight.
Reverend Ike, look that up, man. He was a man, that joker boy.
And everybody, I want y'all to witness what's going on because man, this guy right here, this is really what we do. Man, he always send me like thought provoking stuff that helped me change my mindset, you know, on a consistent basis. And it's not changing it for the worse, it's always changing it for the better and giving me like crazy information that, like he said, you really can't share a lot of this stuff with everybody because it's either they fly over their head or they just don't get it or they don't want to get it. And for whatever reason, he keeps pouring game, you know, just into me, man, and can't do nothing but say, man, I appreciate you, brother, for real, man. Like people don't even understand the power of mentorship, uh, being a real true leader, and understanding the role of a follower because you can actually be a leader and still make sure you following, you know, a leader that's actually leading a bigger pack, you know,
Right.
and you have those that's following you, and then it becomes a part where you know it's almost like a congregation where people can actually come and share valuable information, help each other grow. You know, that's what this channel about. Like
Yes, sir.
like my homie, he told y'all what his mission is. And my mission, I have to make sure that I start saying it on a regular basis also because that let me know that I was slacking, man. Because my mission is a to form a circle of millionaires. That's what Lupa G is about. Lupa G stands for Level Up Property Investors Group, and that's what I came into this business thinking about forming a small circle of individuals that's going to become millionaires within a short amount of time. And the way it's looking like, it's looking like I'm gonna be producing more than just a small group of millionaires. You hear me? So,
Oh, yeah.
big shout out to the homie, Mr. Transaction Engineer, for just gracing my platform and giving y'all some game, you know. And then what is that saying behind you, man? Can you please tell us what that is behind you?
Let me see if y'all can see it. I'm in my office. So it says success. Can you see it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See your goal, understand the obstacles, create a positive mental picture, clear your mind of self doubt, embrace the challenge, stay on track, show the world you can do it, baby.
Hey, and nobody
Success.
could have said it no better. Did you come up with that yourself?
No, I got this. We bought it, I think, offline or something like that.
Oh, okay, and that but that right there hold weight right there. You know, it hold a lot of weight, and it means a lot. And just for me to be able to see that and get a glimpse of that, you know, that was empowering. Just for you to be able to read that out, not only to me but to everybody that's on the channel, because somebody needed to hear that. And one thing that I needed to do, I needed to hear that because you have to embrace the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Stay on track is an absolute must, and show the world that you can do it. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm staying active, proactive, not reactive, and I'm letting the world know I can do it. I have none other than Mr. Transaction Engineer himself on my channel. And I remember watching this guy YouTube channels and watching his videos before I even really knew what I was going through or what I was gonna do and things like that. And as I reached out to this man because I had a property under contract when I first came into the business, that's how we built a relationship because he hit me back and followed up with me. And then from there, it was a different type of bond from there. Man, do you have anything else you want to leave these people with? I'm talking about any advice for our youth, you know, any up and coming events you're hosting, you know, let us know what you got going on before we check out.
Let me see. I always like to finish with a positive quote. Let me see one of my good books up here. I'm gonna look up one.
Yeah, because we need it, man. We need it, man. I know somebody on here need it besides me.
Man, what I gotta say to the youth, man, just keep going, man. I done been through so much in life, man. I swear, man. Man, you name it. But what I learned, man, the quicker you get back on your feet, the quicker you get back to going, the better off you are. I don't care if you've been divorced, bankruptcy, man, whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through now, it's gonna get better, man. You gotta know it's gonna get better.
Yeah,
Once you convince yourself mentally it's gonna get better, then you're gonna start feeling better. Then you're gonna start taking that action to make it become better.
Mm.
So life we weren't born with a blueprint, man. We didn't come with a blueprint.
Mm.
So it's not mistakes, it's only lessons. We only learning lessons. You keep repeating the lessons until you get it. They're like if you're in high school, you keep failing the 8th grade, guess what? You're gonna stay in there until you come out by it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at it. They taught us in school to look at stuff as mistakes and you so bad. Oh my God, you made a mistake. No, man, you just learned a lesson. That shit don't work, so I need to go this way. I need to find out what works so I can make it happen. That's it.
That's
Let me
what's
give you a quote real quick, man.
man.
What do
We.
you want from Les Brown? Les Brown, a bad boy too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all. No, I'm gonna give you one from my boy Reverend Knight. Y'all, please look up Reverend Knight on YouTube, man. Please, Reverend Knight. I gotta give you a Reverend Knight quote. That's my boy, huh, man. Look at a bad boy.
Hey, and the crazy thing is, like how I told you, man, bro, I could see through that green paint, man. You ain't the Hulk, man. You just incredible. Like we have to make sure we're picking each other up, man. And just like he was saying, man, this guy's amazing. This guy's awesome. And don't be afraid to big the next person up, cause
Yeah,
man,
that's how we keep the energy going, man. We gotta uplift each other. That's why I pay it forward, man. Whoever I could put on to this good information was changed my life, man. I'm with it, man. It's up to you to receive it. But if you open, if it meant for you, hey, you're gonna flourish, you're gonna take it and run with it. And I hope you do. And tell me when I see you 5, 10, or 1 or 2 years from now, 2 days from now.
hey, straight up, cause
Woo.
I always tell you I owe you, and you be like, nah, man, you don't owe me, man. Just pay it forward. I tell you almost every time nigga I owe you, man, we gonna get us some bread together, man. You don't owe me nothing, man. Just make sure you pay it forward and school somebody else and pass this information along, do something positive.
Yep. For those who will listen, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with two of them. Come on, boy, Reverend Knight. It said, if people are trying to bring you down, it only means one thing. You are already above them. You are already above them. Man, I love Ike, man. He one of my favorites, man.
Come on, man, hit us with that one more time. Boy, that right there, boy, woo, wait, man.
If
Man.
people are trying to bring you down, it only means one thing. You are already above them.
Mm.
That's a tighten you. Hey, that'll tighten somebody up right there.
Yeah, that tightens somebody up right there.
One more. It is not important what other people believe about you. It's only important what you believe about yourself.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hit it one more time. You got hit it one more time.
It is not important what other people believe about you. It's only important what you believe about yourself. Because whatever personal image you have of yourself, that's who you can only get. You won't get no bigger than the image you see of yourself. You see yourself as not having enough and just barely getting by, and you're gonna keep continuing that. You gotta see yourself as greatness. You created in the image of God. I'm created in the image of God. We all are gods. God gave us the power to create by
Mm,
our thoughts,
mm,
feelings, and our actions or non-action.
mm. Man, man,
Create, not compete. Create.
for some of y'all that may be bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? For me, it tastes like heaven. You know what I'm saying? So when people ask me how I'm feeling, I always tell them I'm feeling like a multi-millionaire. If people ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? I tell them I'm doing wonderful. I tell them I'm doing awesome. Even on my roughest and my hardest days, I'm steady telling them I'm great. I'm awesome. I'm wonderful. And then next thing, if a person asks me what I'm trying to do with this shit, I'm trying to be known on another planet. You feel me?
Yes,
So
sir.
like this world right here ain't small enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So I tell a person, man, I'm trying to be known on another planet by the time all this shit is over with. You feel me?
Hey, they already going to Mars already, Elon Musk.
Right. Yeah, y'all better get with it, man. Hey, let's be productive, not destructive. Let's be proactive, not reactive. Let's be an attraction, not a distraction.
Woo, hallelujah.
Man,
Man,
yeah, that's my saying, man. And like I said, Luca G, the mission is, hey, to form a small circle of millionaires. And from the way it's looking, man, it's gonna be more than just a small circle of millionaires. It's gonna be a big shebang going on because it's gonna hit everybody, and everybody gonna be leveling up. That's what it's
Yes,
about,
sir.
leveling up.
Yes, sir.
It's an absolute blessing
Man.
to have you on my platform, you know what I'm saying, and actually be able here to chop it up and talk about some real stuff before we even talked about just, some real game, as far as business and deals and stuff. Being able to talk to somebody about something that's more intimate makes a lot more sense because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, you guys got to have it in your mind that it's all about mindset, and personal development is the first thing that you're going to have to go through to make that serious change, not just within yourself, but within your outer self. You know what I'm saying?
So within, so without.
Ooh, that was tough. So yeah, make sure y'all go check out Bob and Reverend Knight, like my home, because that really changed a lot of things in my life, and it let me know what I was going through just by understanding and realizing what Bob was talking about. Man, Bob Proctor is the truth. Matter of fact, Mr. Transaction Engineer is the truth, because without Mr. Transaction Engineer, I probably wouldn't even came across Bob yet. So when people had tried to put me on Bob in the mastermind meeting, I was like, man, I'm already on this guy. I'm on that, and they put me
Well,
on.
you around the right people then.
Yeah, they put me onto that book, and man,
Wow.
and then just what you was talking about, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I have that book. I haven't read it yet, but I have read Cash Flow Quadrant.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, yeah, I have the Think and Grow Rich already in my brain. I'm on that almost every other day, but I'm
Have
definitely
you?
on the
I
Rich
know.
Dad.
I see you with that Monopoly game. Have you played Cash Flow?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you gonna go nuts when you get that, man.
Man, I don't hang around nobody that even play. Shoot.
Ooh, man, they got meetups of people who play that. Get that cash. Y'all get you like to play board games, and this will blow Monopoly off the map. It's called Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a game. It's like $100. Man, it's so fun, man. You do real deals on there. Like it give you a card. This how much you make a year. You got 2 or 3 kids, and then you got to go from there. You just roll the dice. But once you get out the rat race, which is everybody in, so you got to make enough investments. It's like real life. It's real life stuff. You got to make enough investment to get out the rat race, like in real life. The rat race is, staying in the same job. You only work check to check, check to check, check to check. You got to get out of that rat race by making other investments. You stay working, guys, you know what's gonna happen. Doing the same thing, expecting different results is insanity. So in order to change it, you got to do something different. So that game just show you got to do making other investments. And once you get out that rat race, boy, you skyrocket. Then you flip the board over. Now you making $1 million plays and $2 million plays, man. You was like, whoa.
So hold up, you played this game with people and stuff, or in like
Yeah,
at the house? This is
yeah,
like,
you play with people.
how often do you pull that game out and play it?
We play it every couple of months, like every 2 or 3 months.
Oh,
We've been
so,
having
so
it so
so
long.
you don't play no games. You pull this board out. This ain't some shit that you got to blow dust and shit off of it. This motherfucker, you play it here and there. Make
Yeah.
sure you're on point. This is a
You
game.
stay fresh, and it's fun, man. When you start making that money, boy, on that, and
And it's
it's
called
real life.
cash
Cause we
flow.
show you real life principles. Like
Okay.
you have a baby now. You can pull a card and say you have another kid, and they show you in reality when you have another kid, it offsets your income and knock you down. So now you got to find other income and try to come back up. Man,
Mm.
it's real life situation, man. Shout out to Robert Kiyosaki for that game.
Man,
So,
man, you be dropping that heat, man. This definitely not the last time of you been on my platform, man.
yeah, I want to bring you on next week. Whenever
yeah,
you we'll talk about it when we get off here, but next
yeah,
week.
yeah. Let's get it, cause man, you one of the people I remember when you first told me about Airbnbs. Like you ain't even know I had an Airbnb, but shit, I've been pulling moves, man. And I remember you telling me like, yeah, man, you got to get your Airbnb when you come down here, and I'm gonna let you check out mine. And yeah, I even got my mom doing the Airbnb stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. Man, I popped up. I got me a bad little joint. So You know, like
Yeah, congratulations, man.
yeah, appreciate that. Like you, like, and I appreciate the fact that you take out the time to just shoot me information and shoot me little gems and stuff like that. And for the most part, you know, you see that I do stuff with it, and I appreciate it because
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I do something with it.
Thank you, man. Cause most people don't, man. So thank you for doing something with it, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, man. I never look back, and man, not to the old person I used to be, and it's people like you that really made stuff possible, man. I remember talking to you a couple years ago when I first started my whole journey, and I was on probation. I was like, man, I gotta call you back, man. I'm over here dealing with these people right now. When I was trying to
Yeah,
get you to get that deal over there to old boy, and see if we can make it work. And ever since then, man, you've been nothing but a blessing to me, and I'm truly grateful, bro. And I'm honored to be able to have you on this platform, bro. Real
thank
talk.
you, man. Thanks so much for
Everybody,
having me too.
y'all go follow Mr. Transaction Engineer right now, and make sure you go to his YouTube channel because he's active on YouTube, also dropping a ton of knowledge. And man, man. You have your buddy Chris Haskins on there. You be having all type of people on your stuff also, and then he have mastermind groups and everything. Hey, his stuff is right there. MrTransactionEngineer.com, IG, Mr. Transaction Engineer. On Facebook is Eddie Ray, right?
Mr. Transaction Engineer.
Oh, so
Facebook.
okay, so
Across the board.
huh?
It's Mr. Transaction Engineer across the board on Facebook too.
Oh, so you done changed it up? I done put the wrong stuff on the thing, huh? I thought it was man, I gotta change that for the next time then.
That's
So
fine.
yeah, make sure y'all go follow this guy right here, man. Awesome individual, man. Straight up incredible, man. And hey man, deuces.
Y'all have a great night, man. God bless y'all, man. Keep growing and going and work on yourself, man. You are your best investment. Work on yourself, man. Work on this and listen to that every night. God bless you guys.
God
Peace.
bless. Peace out.